coins you doing? So Corey, you did?
Corey Coolball. I was in the middle of doing his polls.
Yes.
Okay, so we should be back. Not really sure what caused that, other than the fact we were having problems when we were trying to connect at the beginning of the stream, which made us like a half hour late. Hey, Richard. I was doing Corey Coolball's polls. Looks like maybe 2. Does anybody remember? I was getting ready to do number 4. I was going to ask. Thank you, Mary. Number 4 is a blank. Number 5 is a blank. Not cool. Dude's name is Cool Boy. You need to be cool. Nerds. Okay, so Corey, you got the 41 90% walking liberty. 3 40% silvers from the slabs, and a 40%er from the roll, which made what, 60 boxes or 61 boxes?
Oh, we had silver here this one?
Yeah.
That's 60.
60. Okay, 60 boxes straight with at least 1 silver. Thank you. So this is a mixed box. Then we have Brad's full box, and then we have a mixed box after that. And B said we do have rolls available in that next mixed box. So spray by what? Oh, by the marathon? Yeah. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10 for spray can. I don't see any marked rolls, but that sucker right there is awful shiny. So let's see what that works out to be. There's a black mark roll. I need to reload here, baby. I'm sorry. 40% silver for the black marked roll. But I'm going to start with this shiny one and see what this thing's about. Emily Gaza, a member welcome. Regina Goodwin, a member welcome. This is what you call like an end of a roll coin. It's shiny on that edge, no crimper marks, black reading, and the face is dirty, but there's no crimper marks. So that is a 68 40% silver. That was the ender, but it was face in. And what's unusual was the outer face was shiny and the inner face was dirty. Usually it's the other way around, but if it is, the face gets nailed. So yeah, so I mean that's the second silver in this box so far. John Fisher made it back. John, you were having trouble today too? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought somebody said that they were. Yeah, it's a shame, Daniel. We were on track for. That's true. It's a busy, very busy weekend with Black Friday, and today the traffic was absolutely insane. It was as bad or worse than yesterday. And then, of course, Monday is Cyber Monday, and then tonight I think there's a football game. I think, and then tomorrow is the Bears-Packer game. And I'm sure there's quite a few games tomorrow. So between all of that and Cyber Monday, and Monday being a heavy workflow day for folks working on computers from home, that's always the case on a Monday. But being Cyber Monday, I think it's going to probably slam the internet pretty good. We've been told by the techs at Xfinity, and actually a couple places, that the internet grid was never intended to handle this kind of volume of people being on their computer all day long from home, constantly downloading games, working from home, downloading Netflix, watching movies, streaming movies, all that kind of stuff, streaming YouTube videos. And it's just the bandwidth pipeline, if you will, was never built big enough to, have an expectation of this kind of consumption. So there's only so much they can do. Gary, yeah, I am a cheesehead. Grew up in the inner city of Chicago and grew up in the mid-'60s. That was when I really started getting into professional sports. Actually got to go with a couple family members to Wrigley Field to watch the Bears play in 1963 when they won the championship. Before the Super Bowl existed, they called it the championship. And they were playing in Wrigley Field, which was really strange. I mean, we were sitting in the bleachers at Wrigley Field, and we were watching the football game go back and forth, basically like between first and third base, but out in the outfield. It was cool, but it was cold too, but it was cool. Back then, those of you that are old enough to remember, collecting football cards and stuff was before sports, fantasy football and stuff, So, we had quarterbacks back then like Jack Concannon, Fran Tarkenton, Roman Gabriel from the Rams, Bart Starr, who just passed away from the Packers, who led them to the first 2 Super Bowl wins. We had Night Train Lane and Alex Karras on Detroit. We had Rocky Bleier. Rocky Bleier went off to Vietnam and left his football career, went to Vietnam, had a grenade go off basically between his feet and tore him up really bad. They told him that he might never walk again. He certainly wouldn't play professional football again. And he rehabbed to the point that he went back to the Steelers and finished his career. And just this past year, I think he went back to Vietnam to see where he got wounded, But there were just a lot of great football players on these different teams. So, like Ray Nitschke, Dick Butkus, Gale Sayers, So collecting football cards, you had all these favorite players that were on different teams. And of course, when they played the Bears, didn't matter that it was Fran Tarkenton. It was like, no, I'm cheering for the Bears. But I also cheered for the Packers because they were just an unbelievable football team when I was a kid, with Nitschke and Hartung and all those guys. A lot of Hall of Famers on that team, just like the 85 Bears. So 85 season rolled around, and I was cheering for the Bears. I had their banner on my office door and watched them win the Super Bowl right up to the point that Michael McCaskey, Papa Bear Hallis's grandson, who was a ring-knocking Harvard college boy, and his mom inherited the football team from Papa Bear. She was his only daughter, his only child. She put her son in charge of, being the general manager of the Bears. The president of the Bears. He hired the guy that put the team together. And, of course, they hired Ditka. And Ditka and the players took them to the Super Bowl. And after the players were handling the trophy around and the cameras were rolling and the champagne was flying, McCaskey, with his three-peat, Brooks Brothers suit, he walks up to the camera, takes the Lombardi trophy away from one of the players and holds it up in front of the camera and goes, "Look what I won." And I was like, "What? Dude, you didn't do anything. You sat in the skybox, What are you talking about? They did it." And then the very next year, he refused to pay them and broke the team up because he thought they were all replaceable. He wasn't, but they were. And so from that point on, I pretty much stopped cheering for the Bears and started cheering for the Packers because they're the only team in the league, on top of having great players and all that, great traditions. But they're the only team in the league that's owned by the people in town. It's not owned by one family. So now that Michael McCaskey has since passed on to a greater life, maybe I'll get back into it. But this year I haven't watched, I don't think, a single football game or NASCAR race because of all the stuff going on this year. But tomorrow is the Bears up in Green Bay, from what I understand. Spray can, you got 6 poles. And B and I were actually on the highway tonight, right after it got dark, about an hour and a half before the stream started. And we had a series of buses, great big black buses with state police escort between each bus and in the front and in the back, passed us on the highway, and I thought it was the Packers coming into town for the Bears game. No, they turned at O'Hare Airport. It was the Bears going to O'Hare Airport from Lake Forest, where they practice, in a convoy, no cars. They had to ride the bus, and they went to the airport to go fly to Green Bay for the game tomorrow. And it was like, That was probably a smart move, whoever initiated that for the Bears, because the Bears players were notorious for getting speeding tickets coming home from a game in their personal cars. Blank on the first pole. Oh, blank on the second pole. Oh, yeah, Nicole, I remember that. Blank on the third pole. $40 on the fourth pole. Nicole, do you remember the one player that refused to be in the Super Bowl shuffle? $40% on the fifth pole. Last pole. Yeah, and the Fridge scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Blank on the last poll. Now, actually, it was not the Fridge. It was Sweetness. He would not do it. And he was on Soul Train when he was in college. But he would not do that video. 4 40s and one from the roll. Or excuse me, 3 40s and one from the roll makes 4. There you go. Yep, and Peyton never got to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Yeah, thank you so much, Spray Can. Thank you very much. Last 10 in here, Kelly Wegger. Who did the Bears lose to on Monday Night Football that season? I want to say Dallas. Walter Payton was in the video, so maybe it was the Fridge then. I know there was one of the players that said he absolutely wanted nothing to do with it. Was it maybe... it wasn't... oh, God, I'm going to draw a blank on his name. I used to see him at breakfast all the time. He lived near me back then. Number 50. He was the defensive tackle, wore glasses off the field, and he just had this intense stare. God, I can't remember. And he was just a sweet guy off the field. He'd have his kids. They'd go to the same breakfast restaurant I took my kids to. Oh, Dan Marino. Yeah, that's right. The Miami Dolphins, with their perfect season, beat the Bears to ruin their perfect season. So we got a green one here. That green one means Benji. 90% BU Benji. Mike Singletary, that's who I'm thinking of. Dan Hampton was another good guy, but Singletary, I would see him, on a Sunday morning at this breakfast place there used to be out near us, out in the boonies, and he lived out that way. And I would sometimes take my girls for breakfast because it was kind of like a nursery, country farm kind of thing, and they would serve pancake breakfast and all that. And the kids loved it. And then, like I say, every once in a while we'd be sitting there and in would walk Singletary, with street clothes on and his glasses on and his kids, and he just looked like any other guy. And everybody left him alone. Nobody bothered him for autographs or anything else. But
Can remind everybody about Monday and go to these by using with no Eastern.
which one is that?
The proof,
The
US Mint, there's a quarter.
oh, okay.
So we're gonna check the minute.
Yeah, the mint proof set from the U.S. Mint is going to be released Monday at noon Eastern. If anybody wants one of those, and there is limited mintage on it. A couple of folks have mentioned that, and Monday is the day. Yeah, Nicole, that was one of the perks of living out here, out in the suburbs back then. Was you never knew who you were going to run into.
So it is 213,000.
213,000 is the mintage limit.
No household limit.
No household limit.
And the price went up. Oh my gosh, it's 25%.
The price went up to 25.25.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's P&D.
P&D. Okay.
But it's a lot of money.
Do we have our subscription in for that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So with 100 likes, and I said that we're gonna do a giveaway at 100 likes because we started all.
Okay.
It might maybe the quarter though. This one.
So B said we're going to do a giveaway because we've hit 100 likes again. It obviously won't be the quarter for 300, but it'll be something nice that she's going to find. Jeffrey Davis just bought a 15-count set of 90% silver mercury dimes 1941 to 45 PD&S, all full bands for $120. These dams are getting harder to find, especially with full bands. That's for sure. And that's actually cheap because those should go melt value. Those should go for about $1.30, at least $1.30, $1.40 per mercury dime without full bands. And you bought 15 of them for less than, well, let's see. You bought them for close to $10, a little less than $10 a piece, but you're buying, full band, high grade. So yeah, that makes sense. Greg, the Mint has the 2021 schedule up finally? Oh, dude, I'm gonna have to check that out when we get done with the live stream. I've been checking and checking and checking. I have not seen it.
Yeah, they do have.
I want to see what it says.
Yeah, it actually says nothing. They give you the dates, but no prices, no pictures.
So they don't have any prices or pictures yet.
No.
Okay. So we don't know what the quarters or the halves are going to look like yet.
No.
And we don't know whether there's any sets that include the pennies or not.
No. 2021 W proof of American Eagles will be released on the 7th of January. No picture.
2021 W proof is going to be released on January.
7th.
So then why do they have to make the old reverse design 86 design American Eagles to begin 2021? That just, it just makes no sense, man.
So we have rolls available in the last mix box, one full box. Somebody wants is still available.
So B says we still have some rolls available in the next mix box, like the one we just finished, which will be after Brad's full box, and we have one full box available if someone wants that and wants to make it a three-way box battle. Heather's Chubby Hubby, the Mint historically, we've done a lot of videos of these, going back to like Ava, but Ava, can't think of her last name, that was in charge of the Mint, 65, 66, 67. She blamed collectors for hoarding cash and creating a shortage. Sound familiar? So she ordered that 65, 6, and 7 would not have mint marks. Therefore, the collectors couldn't tell where they came from. And so they would be less likely to collect them. And Eva Adams, exactly, Scotty. Thank you. And she wasn't going to issue mint sets either. And then they came out with the SMS sets, which we have in all that detail in several videos. But when she died, they found all these specially minted coins that never were released to the public in her personal collection. Surprise, surprise. And she's not the first or the last.
No, but she was one of the worst.
But she was one of the worst, like B said, yes. Yeah. So, Kelly, you got 6 pulls. they do list Kennedy halves for spring 2021, it's when they should be, February or March, roughly.
But so no, it's not.
Yeah, and the question is whether or not they're going to be Kenny on the front and an eagle on the back or something else.
Stop for a second.
Okay.
You can mute for a second. I need your help.
Okay. He needs my help. Hang on, guys. Sorry, had to put on my armor and save the damsel in distress for a second. She picked up a sliver. We cannot have a princess with the sliver. Or a goddess with the sliver. 6 pulls. What?
Thank you, my prince.
You're welcome, my queen. Thank you. Blanked on the first pull. %40 on the second pull. Oh, Bassman, sorry to hear that, man. That's not good. %40 on the third pull. That's good, Bassman. 40% or blank on the fourth pull. Sorry, Kelly. We can't help it. Blank on the fifth pull. Blank on the sixth pull. I'm sorry, folks. My pulls are just 2 40s, 58 Benji, so 3 silvers for Kelly Weiger. Thank you, Kelly, so much. Wish it could have been nicer.
The Benji's pretty.
Yeah, B just said the Benji's pretty, so that's cool. All right, so time for me to go wash my hands, come back, find out what box Brad's going to want for his full box. We do still have 1 full box left to make it a 3-way battle. And a bigger prize. Cammie Hall, welcome. And we have rolls available in the mix box after Brad's box. But we will have the 100th giveaway, and we will have the end of box giveaway when I come back from washing my hands. Okay, so Brad has the next full box, and he has a choice between 1, 2, or 4. Richard Ferris, welcome. Number 2. Ouch. So we start with the end of the box giveaway. This is the Merry Christmas cop around, which I was commenting in the video about the detail on that and how beautiful it is. And then on the reverse, it is Merry Christmas and Mary and Joseph in the manger with baby Jesus. And I believe the wise men are standing there too.
From Tony Z.
Yep, from Tony Z.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you again, Tony. So refresh to make sure you don't have any lag, and if you hear the timer go off before you respond that you're in the stream, then you've run out of time, unfortunately. 181 comments. Good luck. Carly Welch. I've never heard of the Libertas medal before. Good answer. Carly Welch, you are on the timer. Carly Welch. Carly Welch, you have 30 seconds left. Carly Welch, 15 seconds left. Last call, Carly Welch. Time's up. Next up, good luck. Sorry, Carly. Chris S. I had no idea about this coin/medal. I also think the reverse of this coin is pretty awesome because of what the images are supposed to relate with. Very interesting. Chris S., you're on the timer. Carly, unfortunately, you responded too late. We've already picked Chris S. Sorry, you've only got a minute. So you got to make sure you don't have built up lag, because if you have 20 seconds of lag, that's not a lot, but it's enough that it could cost you. In this case, it's enough that it could cost you what you could have won. So hang in there, though, because we got more giveaways tonight. So don't give up. Chris S., I'm here. Give to Carly. There you go. Another example of why you don't give up. Chris S., thank you very much. Switch screens back so Carly can see this if she didn't see it. Carly, it is Merry Christmas. It's the wreath, which the detail on this side is absolutely gorgeous. And whoa, as I drop it. It's in a protective plastic airtight, but the reverse has Mary and Joseph and Jesus and the wise men in the manger, and then Merry Christmas and a great detail on the wreath. So we will need your mailing info so we can get that out to you when B mails out on Monday for the week. Anything from this past Wednesday, last night, or tonight, all goes out on Monday or Tuesday, depending on how the post office cooperates. So, yeah, thank you, Chris S. That was sweet. We'll be asked for a second to get ready here. Bass, man, it's good your daughter's a nurse, man, because she can keep an eye on it.
Okay, 100 likes giveaway.
Oh, yeah, 100 likes giveaway. I forgot about that one. 1969 BU Kennedy in an airtight 40%er. Beautiful coin, and you don't have to be afraid of handling it because it's in the airtight. 69 40%er to whoever's name comes up that claims it before the timer runs out.
1 minute should be plenty.
1 minute should be plenty if you don't have lag.
Okay, that's not qualifying actually, whatever it's coming away.
Okay. James Gaspar, dude, so cool intro. Thank you, James, but that's not a qualified entry, dude. So sorry, but next.
I'm so glad that we have the video, nobody knows about the coin. Looks like it.
Papa Frank Guido did not know. Papa Frank, you are on the timer. Haven't seen him in quite a while, so don't know if he's lurking. Papa Frank. Papa Frank, you got 30 seconds left on the timer. $20 seconds left, Papa Frank. $10 seconds left, Papa Frank.
Okay. You can cut down.
Time's up. Next up, good luck. Sorry, Papa Frank. D. Siebert. Didn't get any rain here. Hap 360. Never heard of this coin before today. Thanks for the cool history and information. Hap 360, you are on the timer.
See? I told you. Amazing.
Are you here, Hap 360? Ed Whalen, welcome. Hap 360 is here. Good deal. 69, 40%. BU in an airtight. Prospecting coins, welcome. Alrighty, so this full box belongs to Brad. Brad is challenging to beat Chris and thinks he can get better than 5 silvers here. He's 5 to tie, force it to a tiebreaker, 6 to win outright. And there's a bonus coin for the most silvers out of the rolls. Cash and coins, welcome. 67 BU 40%. Oh, 42 Walking Liberty, AUBU, 90%. That's the red one in the marked boxes. There's the 3 black BU 40%ers and a 58 BU Denver Benji. So that's the green one, the red one. Those are the 2 90%ers. These are the 3 black ones. They're the 40%ers. So move that up higher. Lift this sucker up and break the seal. Ouch. Alrighty, set up the tray, put that out, start putting out rolls. Man, you can see they dropped it again. Some of those tellers we really do feel sorry for because they're so small and or so old. They try to pick these things up and they drop them. And we offered to do it for them, but of course, you know, we can't go behind the teller line, so can't help them there. SKDP, welcome. Good luck, Brad. Gail Marie's back. Bassman, don't blame me at all. Do what your daughter tells you and get that thing healed up, buddy. Oh, they have one of those carts, Tina. They drop it when they go to put it on the cart. That looks like a silver to me. 68, 40% silver. 61 straight boxes with silver. Right?
Right.
Chad Silver, welcome. Paul Hampton, welcome. Don't know if I saw you earlier tonight or not. Sorry. Ed, we're right here, man. I'm Jay, and the beauty back there is B. For those that came in late, this is Brad's full box. This is box number 3 of the night. Full boxes are sealed, so the 5 guaranteed mark rolls we put in every box are right out front. 5 guaranteed beautiful silvers in every box, plus whatever silver we find in the box and whatever else collectible we find in the box. Haven't seen Mr. Balboa come pay us a visit for a while. That'd be kind of cool. Chad, this is box number 61 in a row with silver. So, yeah, there's silver right there. And Chris had 5 silvers in his box.
We have only one so far here.
Hmm?
Only one, right? And this is
2004 Nifsy, so far only 1 in Chris's. But I'm on the first, 9 rolls. Plenty of box to go. Terry Schaefer, a new member. Yay! Thank you very much, Terry.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it. So how's the fishing, Ruler? Are you still fishing like out on Lake Erie at this time of year, or is the ice starting to fill in a little bit? I mean, you got any ice up there yet? Chad, you're in Utah. Very cool. What part of Utah? That's just how I pronounce it, just to be silly. One of our daughters, the oldest one, went to Flag, and then she moved to Provo Orem area with some friends for a couple of years. And then she needed a job, called Dad, and came back home. Wow, that's a couple nice lake trout.
That's amazing, Gloria.
Those are some nice lake trout you got, though. So was that on Erie or Michigan? $10 in Super Chat. Terry Schaefer, thank you. B likes that. She says, look at that cutie. She loves all those little emojis and stuff. A river off Huron. Oh, okay. That's interesting. We don't do much river fishing. Well, anything off of Lake Michigan, we don't do much river fishing. Let's put it that way. Asian carp and a lot of garbage. But, you know, like upstate Illinois by the chain of lakes, there's a river, the Fox River, that goes from Wisconsin all the way down to the Illinois River. And fishing in the Fox River, the chain of lakes, the Illinois River are all really good. But of course, Lake Michigan, you get yellow perch, you get coho and all that kind of stuff. So Carly's asking, did you get her address?
Yes, I replied to her.
Ah, okay.
You can tell her that.
Yep, she said she replied already. So thank you very much. Oh, geez, really? That sounds funny. Those Asian carp can break your jaw if they jump up in the boat. Nephi, Utah, about 45 minutes south of Provo. Yeah, I've been to Provo, Orem, Sundance, obviously Salt Lake City. Went north of Salt Lake City to a military boneyard. That was kind of cool. Stumbled into Sundance during the Sundance Festival by accident, and didn't see anybody famous, but we went into Robert Redford's restaurant there and had the best mac and cheese I ever had, man. He has some sort of like 4 or 5 cheese baked mac and cheese that he serves in his restaurant. And that stuff was really good. Of course, when you're freezing your tutu off, get some nice warm baked mac and cheese. Probably anything would taste good, right? Hey, Brandon, welcome. You got them in Kentucky too, Kelly? Holy cow. I know they're trying to keep them out of Lake Michigan. I don't know if they've succeeded or not. Tax and Nat Taz, welcome. Oh, look at that. Twins. So let's see what we got. 69, 40% silver. 67, 40% silver. Yeah, this is the time of year where it's up and down like crazy. It was 40, almost 50 today. Yesterday it was supposed to be almost 50, but we got fog in the morning and then kind of like misty for part of the day, and it was like 43, but it felt like 32 or something with the wind chill. So that kind of ruined yesterday. Tomorrow's supposed to be nice again, close to 50, but we'll see. And then after tomorrow, it's supposed to drop again. So it's that time of year, you know. Tomorrow's project's going to be, one of tomorrow's projects is going to be getting the brand new snowblower, finish putting that together, put the new chute, the outfeed chute on it. Get it all ready to go. Pick up some oil, you know, because it runs with oil and gas. And then clean up the garage enough that I can pull the car in the garage for the winter. And you know, a few other odds and ends that you try and get done before the weather gets, you know, like I said, we were doing Christmas lights today, so I'm sure we'll be doing some tomorrow. Chad, we are between Chicago and Milwaukee. We're on the Illinois side of the border, but we're north of Chicago, thank God. Not as far north as I'd be liking to be, but at least we're not in Chicago. Ruler, we actually talked a little bit about moving either to Packer country or more up your way. But you know, right now, I don't know, man. Yeah, we're kind of happy where we're at right now. All we need to do is buy the neighbor's house behind us and knock it down so we have a bigger yard. That would be okay. Or the one next to us. Next to us might be better, yeah. There you go, Montana. Yeah. We don't have one of those around, and I'm getting too old to yank that pull start on the old one. It was running pretty rough. Had seen a lot of winters, so my sweetie let me upgrade to a same size Toro basically, but with a key start. So that'll take a load off. Yeah, take a load off the back for sure. That's the plan, she says. Chad, you lived in Aurora for a summer. If you haven't been back there in like the last 20 years, dude, you would not recognize it. Aurora and Naperville together are like one of the fastest growing cities in the country, and they are now the third largest metropolitan area in all of Illinois. Springfield's second, and Chicago's first. So, give you an idea how big that sucker's gotten. It's not sleepy little Aurora anymore. Yeah, exactly, Ruler. You plug it into the electrical outlet and with the extension cord, and you turn the key. And I even got some starting fluid that I was using on the old one to get it going. So if I get in a jam, I can use that. But I shouldn't need it with the electric start. That brand new machine, fresh fuel, that should help a lot. Kelly, what did you find in your roll of halves today? Jose David Vargas, welcome. Uh-oh. Maybe. 67.40% Silva. One away from a tie. Like that bread?
It's always exciting when it's good.
Old man. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, it's always exciting when it gets close. And we still got the whole basement and those 3 rolls from the basement to go. Jordan Schreffner, how could you do that, man? My Contractor Service, welcome. The whole entire roll, what? All bicentennials? Wow. Man, don't say that in front of Tiny.
Somebody dumped a collection.
Yeah, that's what she said. Somebody dumped a collection. Sherman, only the quarters. Only the bicentennial quarters are 40% silver. And they're the only, or wait a minute. Aren't some of the Ikes, bicentennial Ikes 40%?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So let me rephrase that. The 40% bicentennial quarter is the only 40% quarter that was ever minted. That was what I meant to say. Yep. Very cool, Chris. Looks like a nice 1981 with the flow lines and good looking coin. 20 rolls left. Yeah, Kelly, we find like nickels and all kinds of stuff in with the quarters. I mean, with the half dollars. It happens. Jordan, nobody wins the oh, you mean the first end of the box giveaway? Gosh, couldn't tell you. This is the third box, so but as far as the box battle, Chris had 5, Brad's got 4, and we got 20 rolls left, so and if nobody buys the last full box tonight, then it'll be just Chris against Brad. Mano a mano. Uh-oh. There's one for sure. I don't know about this one. I'm going to start with the I don't know this one. 68, 40%. Silva. $61D. Benji. 90% Silva. I think Brad just took the lead there.
Wow.
That's 6. And they both got Benjis, I think. Didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also waiting for someone to buy the next box. That would be
2017 Nifsy. Yeah, no kidding, Rule. You're not supposed to stab yourself with those pineapple things. Didn't you watch the movie Little Nicky? Okay, here's one that the whole coin is showing a fair amount of wear, basically, but you can read God and we. You cannot read in or trust, just part of it. You can't read Liberty. Most of the letters are missing. The date, if you look at it very carefully, it looks like it's 72 maybe, with a D mint mark. The back is a little bit on the weak side. That could be a partial blockage, that could be a weak strike, or it just could be wear. But when in doubt, we give it out. Tie goes to the roll owners, and that would be Brad. And that's a 72 that's in beautiful condition. We're not just pumping out silver here, like I keep saying. Our channel is about coin collecting, the history of coins. Coin roll hunting live streams came a long time after we started the channel. So our roots is in research, education, videos, all that good stuff, the Aaron variety lists, but folks wanted us to do the live streams because other folks were doing live streams, so we started doing them. But Lucky Duck 1964 and older are 90% silver. 65 through 70 are 40% silver. And there are coins since then that are silver, but they are mint sets, silver mint sets actually, commemoratives, things like that. But as far as circulating money, 64 and older, 90%, 65 through 70, 40%. And occasionally you'll find some of the 65 to 70s have 90% planchets that they're made on. Those are really nice errors to find. And there's also some coins, like we found one about a month ago that was a 77, but it had no cladding on the reading on the edge. And it looked funny, it felt funny. I weighed it against a couple of other coins that were on the table, some clads, some silvers, and it weighed exactly what a 40% silver should weigh. It did not weigh what a 90 did, and it did not weigh what a clad did. It weighed exactly what a 40% silver would weigh. So it's quite possible that that 77 was accidentally punched on a 40% clad or 40% silver blank. Sherman, yeah, absolutely. That's actually the good outcome in that scenario, because a lot of folks that inherit coin collections, they do get robbed. Or they get cherry picked, which is kind of the same thing. They go to the coin shop, guy says, no, I'll pass on this and this and this. These are all spenders. You can just spend them. They're not worth anything other than what, the mercury dimes are worth a dime, yeah, I'll buy this peace dollar or this Morgan dollar off of you, I'll buy this gold coin off you, but the rest of them you can just spend, and it's like they're just hosing you so bad. So it's nice when people discover what they have. Education, when it comes to coins and stuff, education is power. Knowledge is power. It doesn't have to be formal education. You can learn just like this. You can learn from the videos. You can learn from other coin collectors. The key is you got to learn from people that know what they're talking about, There's an awful lot of non-experts. Some of them even write books. And some of them have channels. But, I've been collecting since 67, 68. Bee's been collecting since the early 70s, but she's collected that entire time. I took time off for the Navy, a family, that kind of stuff. So she actually has more practical hands-on years of collecting than I do. But between us, we've got at least 80 years of experience. And B doesn't look a day over 40. Right, sweetie? I don't know. Empty box. Last 10. So right now, Brad's already got the win by one coin. Don't know if we're going to get anybody to step up to the plate on the last box and challenge him. So far, B says we still have rolls available in the next box after this one. 2011 Nifty. And we have a full box available. And if nobody wants it, then we're just going to wind up finishing very soon, just like last night. Brad says, bring it, someone. That's too funny. Happy Theater, let's buy XRP. Okay. I don't know what XRP is. Cami Hall, welcome. I started saving coins as a kid, but never knew anything about it until now. I'm in my 40s. Since COVID, J&B have been helping me a lot. Now I get boxes. Good for you.
Oh,
Good for you. That's awesome. Oh, thank you, Scotty. That's a sweet thing to say.
thank you, Scotty.
I guarantee you start going through boxes like we do and like a lot of the folks on the channel do. At your age, you got a long time ahead of you. And as the baby boomers, my generation, start to die off, which, I mean, they're starting to die off, but they've started retiring, you know. It's just like my parents' generation or my grandparents' generation. You know, as they start to pass away, all of a sudden, all those precious things that they kept start becoming available, you know. And if the family values them, great. If the family doesn't value them, they wind up going, hopefully, into an estate sale or a coin shop or to a collector. And that's when a lot of cool things come to market that haven't been seen in a long, long time. And if you happen to be the one that finds it, counting the one in my hand, 5 rolls left, Brad. Looks like you're going to go unchallenged other than Chris, so that could change, but everyone's what? Afraid of what?
To compete with 6 coins.
Oh, to compete with 6 coins? Yeah.
That's a nice start.
Kelly, it depends. Just because they're red doesn't mean that they're necessarily worth grading. Because if grading's worth, say grading costs $20, then that may be low. But if it's a modern penny and it's red and you grade it for $20, you may find out that it's only worth 10. So it's very important to know the value of the coin before you send it in for grading. That's where eBay sold items or heritage auctions sold items can really come into play to help you try and figure out what the value would be if you graded it. Daniel G, if you have a specific coin you're looking for, you can go to our YouTube page. We have over 2,000 videos on just about every kind of coin there is. And we talk about, B does all the research. We talk about specific coins, specific mints, Philadelphia, Denver, sometimes West Point, sometimes San Francisco. We talk about the grade of the coins, when they sold last, what the current value is for coins in different grade of that type. So if you have a specific coin, you can probably find it in our video. A lot easier than trying to research it yourself. Metal Dragon says, Jay, you need 2,000 more. I have now seen them all at least 3 times. Well, then you need to send some Kona decaf to B. 40% on the first pull out of 25 to come. So there's number 1. Good luck. $40 on number 2. Blank on number 3. $40 on number 4. $40 on number 5. Blank on number 6. Kelly, we've got a video on how to fill out the form. It was the paper form back then, but you can go online and you actually have an online version of it. And then you can fill that out, and you also have an 800 number you can call, and if you can get to a human in less than 3 hours, and they usually will walk you through.
And just last time, if somebody would like a full box, now is the time before we give Brad his coin.
Okay, so B says just now it's the last chance to buy a full box if somebody wants one, and to challenge Brad's 6 silvers, because otherwise, when we finish this box, we will be giving Brad his bonus coin. This is number 7 or number 8? I think 7 as well, but before I could...
No, 7 was blank.
This is blank.
Yeah,
so this is number 7, right, guys? Okay, thank you. Number 8, blank. Number 9, 40%. Number 10, 40%. Number 11, 40%. Number 12, 40%. Number 13, 40%.
Need more coins or you got-
Yeah, I need a few more. 14 is a blank. Roscoe Gaming, welcome. Blank on number 15, right? $90 on number 16. $40 on number 17. Blank on number 18. Blank on number 19. $40 on number 20. Blank on number 21. Blank on number 22. Blank on number 23. Blank on number 24. One more pull. Blank on number 25. Sorry, Brad. Didn't help you there. Number 1 or number 3 for your MS-70 Eagle? Sorry if I missed anybody saying hello or answering a question. When I'm doing the coins, I'm focusing on the coins and I'm facing away from the chat, which is that way, and I'm facing this way. So when somebody has this at stake, I make sure that I am very focused because I tend to get distracted easily when I'm doing this. 2018 First Strike PCGS MS-70 Silver Eagle. Another beauty. 64 BU 90 percenter. 58D Benji BU 90 percenter. 42 AUBU Walking Liberty 90 percenter. That's 4. You got another Benji on the table, but I'm going to hold off on him for now. That's 5 from your 40 stack. 10, 15, 18, 19 with the Benji, and 5 more makes 24 silvers. And then these 6 over here. So you got 30 coins altogether. 24 of them are silver. Not bad. Thank you, Brad.
I'm gonna wash hands and then we'll see if anybody else is seeing on the box.
Okay, Currency Systems, welcome. Okay, so as always, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Knuckles are bleeding again. Did that last weekend. It's getting to be winter time here, and the air is kind of dry. And by the end of the stream, I had 3 cracks on this knuckle. You can see they're kind of healed up, but my knuckles were bleeding like crazy. I got one bleeding now, so nothing I can do. I have to wash them, and it takes the oil out of my skin. So when I'm done, I gotta deal with it. So, alrighty. So I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll come back. We'll see if anybody else wants to take that last box. If not, Brad's gonna get his bonus coin for winning the box battle. We have the next full box will be up next, and that looks like about half the box sold, maybe. So there are rolls available in that box. Currency, I can't use lotion when I'm handling the coins. That's the problem. When I get done, yeah, I'll wash them, and then if they're not bleeding, I just put lotion on them. If they're bleeding like that, I got to treat them first, but otherwise I put lotion on them and then wrap them up for the night. Let them suck up some moisture. But I'll be right back. Yeah, we just got a brand new furnace this past year, Ruler, and it's got a humidifier, but apparently it's not keeping it humid enough in here. So that, and I'm working outside on the Christmas decorations, so it's pretty cold out there, 30s and 40s. That doesn't help. So, but I'll be back. That's life, All right, so time for the end of the box giveaway from Brad's box. And this is kind of your last chance. If anybody wants to buy a box like Chris or Brad, before we move on here, We do have one more open box here that's not sold out yet, but it's close. But if nobody's going to buy another box, then we're going to give Brad his coin for winning. We're going to do the end of box giveaway here. And if nobody buys one by the time we finish giving that to the winner, then we will give Brad his coin. And then we will start box number 4, and that'll be it for tonight instead of 6 boxes. Yeah, I got two knuckles bleeding again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Don't touch.
Okay.
Regina, we've got you down for 10 rolls. Yes, in the next box. Second person in. Okay, so 50 state quarters, proof set, 1999, the first year. So you have the Delaware quarter, which on a business strike can be a spitting horse or Caesar Romney double. Pennsylvania, New Jersey, which can be a rotated, Connecticut, which can have errors, and Georgia. So, started the series off 4 out of 5 with errors. How's that? But on the proofs like this, they're just beautiful coins. Alrighty. Good luck, everybody. Got 1 minute still on the timer. Slick One, welcome. Jimmy Licari, welcome. Jimmy Licari, no, I've never heard of these coins. Very cool history. Thanks again for the great information. Jimmy, do I actually have to push the timer before you're going to admit that you're here? I guess that's the rules. Jimmy Licari, you are on the timer. Hopefully he doesn't have a ton of lag. This is like a perfect example. We get this a lot where folks make comments and they don't realize that they've got lag. And they're carrying on a conversation. There you go. All right. He said thank you. See, I didn't see him say here. So I saw him responding to somebody else, but I didn't see him say here or anything like that. So, yeah, he got the prize. That's fine. So you can take that screen down, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, it just came down on mine. So, Brad, it's a Walking Liberty 1 ounce silver round. Excuse me, half troy ounce. 0.999 fine silver. But it's a really good example of how much detail is supposed to be on the Walking Liberties. So thank you, Brad. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
And we have the last box tonight, box number 4. That's going to go on the table here. And
can you wait a second? Can you wait a second? Thank you. Okay.
There we go. Alrighty, so we currently have 5 people in here in this box. And 10, 10, and 10, so that's 30. So I think we have 20 rolls left. Yeah, 20 rolls left in this box to sell this box out.
Box number 4.
This is box number 4 out of what would have been 6. So when we finish this box, wherever that is, whether it's sold out or the last person, then we will just stop. Santiago, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Any more steps? All right, Eric Bell, you have 5 rolls. Where would you like to start? How many down? How many over? Brad, throwing down the gauntlet. Not today. I know I haven't asked for a while, so I didn't know if you, like in the last week or so, if you'd picked up any ground. Bottom row, 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okie dokie. Good luck, Eric. Black mark roll. 40%er. Good luck. Your legs are too stiff. Does that happen like from working them out, or are you starting to have problems? Arturo, welcome. Vern LaPointe. I don't know if I said hi earlier. Cadillac DeVille, welcome. Cadillac, you're the first person to ever say that in all the years we've been doing this. Everybody else says that they like it. It's soothing. They call it clink clink. So sorry that it bothers you. Yeah, if you're gonna go through rolls of coins on your own, it's gonna be a lot louder in person. Jesse Long, welcome. D. Seifert, welcome. Exactly, D. Seifert. The silver never touches the coins that are going back to the bank. Night, Mary.
Have a great week. And Sunday week.
Thank you, Greg. Like I say, first time in the years that we've been doing this that I've heard somebody say that. Out of thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Peter, did you get my payment?
Yes.
We did? Cool. Peter, yeah, you're on the tail end of this box. Cool. Good deal, man. Okay, so Eric, got 3 pulls. Blank. %. %. One more pull. Blank. Yeah, what I noticed is there's a bit of a trend in these live streams that when somebody comes in and makes a comment like that, they usually come in long enough. They've never been here before. They've never bought any rolls or anything like that, or make any donations to support the channel. They come in usually from another channel, make a snotty comment, and then disappear. So, oh well. No loss. 2 40s and a 64 BU90. Thank you, Eric Bell.
Thanks so much. And for waiting all week.
Yep, thanks for waiting all week too, yeah. All right, Regina's up next. Got 10 rolls. Thank you very much, MJ. We appreciate it. It's what's annoying? Yeah, actually, that is pretty ignorant, isn't it?
Yeah, if you go to the church, maybe you need to complain about something like that.
Yeah, B made a very good point just now. Miss Fix It, welcome. Drew, welcome. She says, yeah, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Coming to a coin roll hunt channel and then complaining about the noise the coins make. You know, it's kind of like he must go to church and complain about the noise the preacher's making. 68, 40% silver. So what is that, 62 in a row?
Wow, yeah. I missed that. Silver, cool. 62 boxes. No.
No, Jesse, anything of value, collectability, coolness, like Ruler's listing down at the bottom there, we find all kinds of stuff, man. We have given away thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars worth of silver, and gifts and all kinds of stuff, giveaways. And we have found in the rolls and given away God knows how many thousands of dollars. One coin alone was $500. We know that for a fact. So we're looking for silver, Hardcore says. Yep. Vern the Point, you guys are my first channel and my first giveaway 2 years ago. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. JNB. Thank you very much, Vern. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I remember the comment from 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was his first giveaway.
Oh, that it was his first giveaway? Very cool. Yeah, Vern, she says she actually remembers that. Oh, should I mention GNP? for those that weren't here.
What I want to mention because he wanted to keep it quiet.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Mrs. Yukon Cornelius, welcome. Yeah, Miss Fix It. Miss Fix It, yeah, I think there are some rolls left in this box. This is going to wind up being the last box tonight. There are 15 rolls left right now in this last box. It's box number 4 out of 6, but nobody bought coins for 5 or 6. This is a real pretty bicentennial. Colin Hadley, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah, exactly, Gary. I'd be willing to bet a 90% 64 that if we went over to one of the other channels that's streaming right now, or one that just ended, that dude's handle would be on one of those channels. Because it seems like sometimes when they're still streaming, we get doofuses like that show up. But usually we get them when their stream ends and the other guy and somebody gets a little too cocky for their mental aptitude. And as I have learned a long, long time ago, that there's normal people, there's folks like us that are considerate and all that. But then there's also people that are just ignorant. They're ignorant for different reasons of different things, and it's not necessarily their fault. And then there's also arrogant people. They're just kind of full of themselves, cocky, think they're really funny or cool, and they're really not. But the worst is when you have someone who's ignorant and they're so arrogant about their ignorance that they go out of their way to show you how ignorant they are. And they just think they're so clever. But that's okay, because I always get a good laugh out of those folks. It's like, really? Seriously? ...2004 Nifsy, and somebody put blackface on JFK. Nice. Scotty, absolutely. Scotty Cheesebro, I'm sure that's the case, man. Because you're here. And you don't... Yeah, exactly. Hardcore. Yeah, I've had dealings throughout my entire life with people that were so cocky and so arrogant, and the minute they open their mouths, and sometimes even before they open their mouths, just the way they dressed and stood, and their body language, like they're shoulders are back, like they're ready to throw a punch at you or something, and you're looking at them and you're like, seriously, dude, you can't be serious, right? And then they open their mouth and confirm that they're just as stupid as they look. But what are you going to do? How do the rolls that you buy work? We buy these from the bank, and then depending on if it's a mixed box like this, where lots of people buy anywhere from 5 rolls on up, then there's lots of folks in there, and they get 3 pulls if they have 5, and in increments of 5, it's 3 pulls from the silver bag. There's also full boxes where somebody can buy. You can see in the bottom right corner there, it says full box, $350. That it's a sealed box from the Armored Car Company. It comes with 25 pulls from the silver bag. All the silver we find in there, the 5 guaranteed silver coins that we put in every box, and a guaranteed MS-70. 4 rolls left? 10 rolls left. Okay. 40%. Yes. Brain dead. Let me work. Okay. Number 2, 40%. Number 3, blank. So you got 2 40s in the slabs. You got a 40 out of the roll, keeping our streak alive, and you have 2 coins as a bonus here. So you got 3 silvers, a NIFC, and a bicentennial. Thank you very much, Eric. Next up, Regina. 10 rolls. Wait a minute.
No, you did Regina.
I did Regina. Sorry.
No.
And then I shorted Regina 3 pulls. She should have had 6 pulls.
So who was this? Now I'm confused.
That's Regina. But I owe her 3 more pulls. I only did 3. Deja vu, yeah. 40%er. So there's one. Blank on the second one. $90%er. There you go. So you got another 40 and another 90 out of the extra 3 that I pulled that I owed you. Sorry about that. That's why I say it, especially towards the end of the night, I start getting a little too distracted. When we're flying, we call that information overload or cockpit management load, that kind of stuff, where it's just too much information and you can really overload the ability for the pilot to really think. Red marked roll for Joey DJW. Does that ring a bell, sweetheart? Hello?
Joey DJW, yes.
Joey DJW?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So no sense.
Joey DJW, 1943, 90% silver for red mark roll. There's Joey DJW. Cool. A member.
And now we're all sold and possibly oversold. So that's how
Okay.
that's really hard.
So we are sold out, possibly oversold on this box now. So B's going to calculate again. And Mel, in this box, we are sold out, possibly oversold.
We oversold only 5 rolls, so we can still do it.
Okay, we're good. We're oversold 5 rolls, which is no big deal. We'll just add 5 rolls to this box.
On the next box.
Mr. Honorable, no, we order 18 boxes of $half from our bank every week, and when we get done doing what we're doing, these go in Rubbermaid bins. We have a stack of them. We've got 20 of them, and 1 box of rejects goes in 1 bin so that I can carry them with my back without hurt myself. And we take them back to our dump bank. They run them through the counting machine. They tell us how much it adds up to. They pay us in cash. And then we go to the bank that we buy these rolls from, and we turn around and buy another set of 20 boxes for next week. So this week we're going to have, looks like about 4 boxes maybe extra. So we'll just go through those ourselves and take them back to the bank, turn them into cash. Joey has 3 pulls. Good luck, Joey. 90% on the first pull, Joey. Holy cow. For first timer, man, you are kicking butt. Jimmy Sanchez, welcome. Dude, we're oversold, Jimmy. 40%er on the second pull. Colin, no. We're on Wednesday night and Friday night at 7:30 p.m. Central, and then on Saturday nights we're on at 6 p.m. Central. Except, holiday weekends. Holiday weekends, then sometimes, like this week, everything was 6 p.m. So, blank on the third pull. So, Joey, you got a 43.90% Walking Liberty. A 90% Walking Liberty, a 90% BU Kennedy, and a 40% Kennedy. So you got 3 silvers. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you, ruler. Next up, Jason Sikora has 5 rolls. You're very welcome, Joey. And anybody that wants to buy rolls for a live stream, we've said this before, and a lot of folks got used to it, and then it seems like people stopped doing it for some reason. But you can reserve rolls anytime you want. You go to PayPal, go to JBCOINSINC@gmail.com, decide how many rolls you want, and you go ahead and pay for them. And then down in the comments section, you put what night you want those rolls for. They could be for birthday, an anniversary, Christmas, Friday's live stream, whatever you want. I mean, we've had people reserve a full box for their son's birthday, like 3 months ahead of time. And in that case, it turned out the son won like 160 some Nifsies and a few silvers, and so whenever you're comfortable. 68, 40% silver. You do not have to wait till the night of the stream. And you can also put down, just like if we wind up doing the New Year's Eve marathon, which I don't frankly know if we'll do. But if we do the marathon, you can put down, hey, I don't get off work, or I'm going out, I'll be home. You know, can I have a box at 2 o'clock in the morning, Chicago time, or 2 o'clock in the morning, New York time? Yeah, no problem. You know, we can juggle them around. Normally when we actually sell all 6 boxes, which up until about a month ago has been pretty normal, we would start at 6, we'd finish about 12. We would start at 7:30, we'd finish about 2, you know, so about 6 hours for 6 boxes. That's roughly what it would take. Especially if somebody bought a full box or 2. Full boxes go quicker. They'll go to one person. They're easier to ship because you got one person instead of 5 or 6. So all the way around, it just, you know, makes the night go quicker. And when people actually see how much stuff is coming out of that one box and going to one person, they a lot of times will realize, hey, wait a minute, I may have only bought, you know, half the box or 10 rolls, but that's 1/5 of the full box, or 2/5 of the full box, or half the full box. So, you know, the odds are pretty good. We've had people buy half a box, and with the silver that they got and with the pulls that I pulled, because I pulled better for them than I did for the full box, we had a lady not too long ago that actually walked out of here with more silver than the person that had the full box, because they had a half box. That half box was really loaded with silver, and I pulled a whole bunch of good silver out of the black silver bag. So you just never know, you know.
Yeah, but for that reason, you definitely gonna do the years marathon only able sold before that.
Yeah. Scuba Steve, welcome. Good to see you. Jason Sikora, 1 silver, 3 pulls. SKBP. 40%. No limit. We don't talk politics here. Sorry. 40% on the second pull. Blank on the third pull. 2 40s in the slabs and 140 from the roll. Thank you very much, Jason. Yukon Cornelius is up next. Got 5 rolls. Manuelito finally got home. Yay. Black marked roll. 40%er. There you go. This is for Yukon Cornelius. Bumbles bounce. Jesse Long, welcome. Yeah, Jesse, this can get a little bit on the addicting, interesting side in a good way. Slick One, welcome. That's cool, Mrs. Yukon Cornelius. Glad you like it. Folks are wanting to know if they get 200 likes, will there be a giveaway? Because,
Yes, there will be.
huh? Yes, there will be, B says. Gail Marie's back. Mrs. Yukon Cornelius, you got a marked roll there. You got 3 pulls from the bag. Good luck. Blank on the first pull. Thank you, Jesse. We appreciate that. Blank on the second pull. No, 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 no. Blank on the third pull. It's like the second or maybe third skunk tonight. 69 on the marked roll, though. Thank you, Yukon and Mrs. Yukon Cornelius. Peter, first timer, $35 worth, which is 5 rolls. Sweetie, could I have a water, please? Thanks. No marked rolls. Come on, Peter. Thanks, Mrs. Yukon. Okay, that looks like a very pretty bicentennial. Yeah, Jibby, absolutely. You just go right on PayPal, go to JBCOINSINC@gmail.com. Make sure that if Jimmy Sanchez is not your actual PayPal name or whatever, then, put your avatar name or whatever, and then just put the date that you want, which Wednesday, which Friday, which Saturday that you want and how many rolls, and that's it. And then just, pay for those rolls and you're good to go. I don't even know. Welcome. I don't know nothing. There's a 72. 71, 72. Looks like they just came out of mint sets. So if you're just getting started collecting, you got a couple nice coins there. Now, if you find better, that's cool. It's called upgrading. You replace whatever you've got with a better quality coin. Peter, we're down to the last roll here, buddy. Still got 3 pulls. Hopefully I can pull some silver out of there, but maybe we'll get lucky in this roll. Unless we get surprised, maybe not. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bud. So you got 2 coins over there to put in your collection if you're collecting them. Still got 3 pulls here. Let's see if we can't get you some silver, okay? 40% on the first pull. 3. 40% on the second pull. %40 on all 3 pulls. Very cool. So look at that. 3 pulls, you got 3 40% BU silvers. And you got a 71 and a 72, which can also have errors and varieties, both of those dates, for your collection. So check them and see if you find anything wrong with those coins that makes them worth more money. Peter, congratulations. Glad you like it, man. Hopefully, like the rest of us, you're hooked. Colleen from Gary Young. 5 rolls. One black mark roll. 40%er. Good luck. See, Gary, no good deed shall go unpunished, man. Night, Regina. Night, Peter. Jesse, don't let the coin shortage language scare you out of trying to find coins. We've got a lot of videos on alternative ways to find coins, and we talk about it in our streams a lot too. You know, think about like car washes that only take quarters. Well, they got to have quarters in that machine to make change, right? So you go there with a dollar bill, you go there with a $5 bill, and you get a bunch of quarters. You never know. They might be old quarters that are silver, or they might be new issue quarters that are collectible. Colin, I do not believe that there is a legitimate coin shortage. I think it has to do with some people that want to maintain the power that they have, and they created a false shortage, because we have not had a problem getting $50 in any quantity we wanted all year long. We've gotten all the pennies we've wanted. I've got boxes of coins under this table and in that closet that I haven't even had time to go through with, and I had to stop getting them from the bank. And the bank was actually upset that I didn't take more. But like I've said before, one of the banks got in a bind and they couldn't get an extra box of quarters. They only got one box of quarters 1 week to service all their commercial customers, and they ran out by Tuesday. And I happened to come in to cash in the coins from our live streams and found that out. And I had extra boxes of quarters under here that I hadn't searched yet. So I opened them up real quick to see if they were new issue. They weren't. So I went right back to the bank and I walked in and said, would this box of half quarters help you guys? And they were like, seriously? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, you can take them like this if they're wrapped, right? They said, yeah, but you would sell those to us? I said, yeah, it says $500 on the box. Give me $500 bills. You got another box of quarters. That's twice what you had this week. They were thrilled. Now, anything that B and I want, they give us. And that's our dump bank. That's where we take these to cash them in. I mean, that's not supposed to work that way. So, Andrea Mellinger, welcome. A member. Your camera is far left. Is that how you want it?
It's not left.
Actually, it's not. If you look to the right side of the screen, underneath that white U.S. Mints logo, to the right of the giveaways and stuff, there's a little triangle there, which is showing basically the windowsill of our window right there. And let's see. That right here by the coffee mug is about a foot from my laptop, so it's perfect. 40%er on the first pull, or is that the second pull?
Now I'm confused too.
40%er, second pull. These are for Colin from Gary. So that was the third one? Or if Jay's doing his statue imitation again. Yeah. Oh, my tray is to the left? Yeah, that's sometimes it's that way and sometimes it's this way.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So now it's number 3. Okay. So, Colleen, you got 2 40%ers courtesy of Gary.
I need your address, obviously.
We obviously need your address. Not PayPal, but JBCOINSINC@gmail.com, please. PWL, welcome. Exactly hardcore. Cheryl, 5 rolls. No marked rolls. Good luck, Cheryl. Misfix, it says, that's me. Very cool, Christopher. Good luck. I thought I missed a pull for you, Gary, but everybody's saying I was done. When in doubt, whip it out. Blank. Bummer. Didn't help, did it? Sorry, Gary. Cammy, glad you liked it. You're welcome back anytime. Shiny back. Nope. There's a 94, and he had micro scratches all over the front. King Reno. Yes, it is. Very cool, Gary. Always like when we get to put a smile on a young lady's face. Actually, I have a particular young lady in mind once we get done tonight. Right, baby? Take it easy, Jimmy. Very cool, Jimmy. Okie dokie. Three pulls for Cheryl. Andrea Scotty Hall's absolutely right. Don't feel bad at all. I mean, look how far you've come. You subscribed, you become a member, which we appreciate greatly. You're part of the family now. Everybody's talking to you and trying to help you. And you're going to learn over time. And the more you watch our videos, especially if you go to the new collector playlist and watch through that, by the time you get through that playlist alone, you're going to learn a ton. Blank on the first pull. And you're going to have fun doing it. That's the whole thing. You don't. It doesn't have to be like school. You learn stuff, and it's fun. 40% on the second pull. I agree, Mrs. Yukon. Absolutely, coffee tastes better when we're here together, all of us. So, out of 3 pulls, I got 1 blank. So, Cheryl, you got 2 40% silvers coming your way. And, sweetie, I need 5 bonus rolls for Robert Henry, please. Thank you. Green one. Empty box. Empty box, empty streets, sun goes down at night. 63, 90% Benji for having a green mark roll. Bill Finkbonner, we are doing outstanding. Miss Fix-It, you're very welcome. Glad you liked it. SKDP, check out our website, JBCOINSINC.com. Scroll down to the links we have to coin supplies. We have everything from the USB, several different USB microscopes, to the stereotype microscope that we have back here that we use, the M scope. That's a 2040-80, but there's other variants of that. 40%, 68 silver. So yeah, there's USB scopes from like $25 to that thing for like $200, and then our handheld 5X Eschenbach, that's on there. You know, that thing comes in handy too. So it just depends on what you want, you know. But it'll get all the links we have, just so you know. B has it set up. She set up the algorithm in there so that it always defaults to companies that have the product in stock and have the product in stock at the least expensive price. So kind of gives you a head start. And then if you kind of get into the neighborhood of where you think you want to be, but like you say, you haven't found exactly what you're looking for, then you can kind of shop sideways, you know, kind of move around back and forth in that space. And, you know, you're not hunting trying to find where they have this stuff. Starland, we wound up losing the stream and had to go to 2.0. That's probably what you're seeing the difference. So if we get back to 200, there will be a giveaway for that. When we do the end of the box giveaway, if we hit 200, then we'll be able to do that too. Jesse, we don't do, I mean, I don't do a Q&A too much in the live stream because I'm busy doing this. The folks in the chat are all coin collectors, and they can answer any question you've got. And we've got over 2,000 videos on our channel, and we even have a playlist for beginners, and it goes from beginner to intermediate level, and then you can branch out into, you know, nickels, dollar coins, paper money, you know, you name it. There's different topics, you know, and there's, like I said, there's over 2,000 videos. So you can kind of type, if you find a coin, say you found this coin, and you type it in there in the search on our YouTube page, I almost guarantee you're going to find a video on, you know, Benji's for sure, lots of them, and then possibly one on 63, you know, if it's key date or something special. And most of them that B does tell you what grade they need to be worth money, and what they've sold for at the most recent auctions. So, you know, can't get much better than that, right? Chris, you're more than welcome. Robert, I am not doing well on these rolls for you, buddy. Well, I guess I am. I got a Benji there and a 40%er out of one roll, so I guess it's better than a sharp stick in the eye, but I got 6 pulls. I can maybe try and pull a rabbit out of the hat. Hey, sweetie, you might have to answer that one. This one. I can't read that.
It's just saying in English, happy rarity search. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, whoever said hello, happy rarity search, welcome. Thank you very much.
Eugene.
Eugene?
Yep.
Okay. Eugene, thank you. Welcome. Six pulls. Blank on the first pull. %. On the second pull. Now it's getting more interesting. Third pull, 40%. Fourth pull, 40%. Excuse me. Fifth pull, 40%. Last pull. 40%er. Not too shabby. 4 40s. Oh, yeah, and one from the roll, so 5 40s. A BU 9064. And a BU Benji 63. So you got 7 silvers. Not bad, Robert.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it very much.
So we had 200 likes.
We hit 200 likes. Very cool. Gail Marie, I'm glad your husband liked my Clint Eastwood reference. He's kind of a personal favorite here in the house, don't you think, sweetie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, she says. Pennywise, welcome. Alrighty, so we have the end of box giveaway. And we have the 200 giveaway.
Oh, so let's start with 200.
200 giveaway.
Oopsie.
Oh, very cool.
That's a very special coin.
Who-
200 millennium.
Huh?
200 millennium.
2000.
2000. Okay.
Yeah. Republic of Liberia. The year 2000, it says millennium. And then it says Republic of Liberia. And it actually has, looks like a Chinese dragon on there. And it says $5 down here. Year of the Dragon. So that's a silver coin, right, sweetie?
Proof coin.
Proof coin? Very cool. Good luck, everybody. Corey Cutright, welcome. So, you got a shout out before the timer went out.
Oh, we should change to 5.
Copperhead, I lived in Carmel, California for the past 8 years, which is Clint Eastwood's town.
For now, just do what you
He runs our little town. I knew he was the mayor there for a while, but yes, dear. Montana Treasure Hunter. I didn't know about this coin before the video. Very cool and interesting coin. Maybe I'll get lucky and find one metal detecting in Montana. Laughed out loud. That would be cool. Thanks for the info, J&B. Montana Treasure Hunter, you are on the timer.
It's here.
He's here. Very cool. Excuse me. Sorry. Got the yawns. Montana Treasure Hunter, you got a very cool Liberian coin.
Okay, I'm going to switch the screen.
So B's going to switch the screen. I got 20 seconds to burn off on the timer here. I thought Clint Eastwood wasn't mayor anymore. $1957 Blue Seal Silver Certificate. Beautiful condition. For the end of the box, but we got to wait. This has 3 seconds left, so it's...
Can I have last 4?
There you go. Last 4 of the serial, 1286. You're welcome. That's what I thought. Okay. Arrow Kinnear. No, I didn't know anything about these, but I'm interested. But it's an interesting part of our history. Thank you.
It's here.
He's here? Cool. That was quick. He was here right when I hit the timer. Congratulations, Arrow Kinnear. So, anybody, again, that has something that we should be sending to you from this past Wednesday, yesterday, or today, please make sure that we at least once this week got your email information or your mailing information, not at PayPal, but at jbcoinsinc@gmail.com. With your real name, if it's different from your screen name, and all your information to get it to you, including, postal zip code and all that stuff. Okay? So, all right. We made it through another one. Another week draws to a close, and everybody's got Sunday tomorrow, hopefully, to relax a little bit, maybe watch a little football, maybe work in the yard, maybe just relax on the porch with a hot cup of coffee, your honey in your arms, and watching the leaves burn, something like that. So, Semper Fi to you, King Reno and Gary and everybody else. God bless everybody. Sweet dreams. And we will see you Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. And until then, God bless. We're out.